Hi everyone, my name's Yuki and welcome to another episode of Foam Friday, the show where we review Nerf guns. This time, we're going to talk about the Nerf Hailfire. To start off, I just want to say, the Hailfire is a massive gun. Look at this thing. There's a giant dice set it's just sitting on. For those of you who was wondering what this was, it's a giant die. These should each be, this should be 2 feet, if I'm not mistaken, when I made this. I had to get trimmed down some. But point is, look at this gun. It is huge. A few things that I want to highlight is this right here. This is how you rotate the clips. Because this gun is a very unique revolver. How the Strong Arm and the Maverick have a barrel, and that's why it revolves and, you know, shoots a dart. The Hailfire revolves, what is it, 8? Yes, 8 clips. So with the maximum clip size of a single clip being 18, having 18 clips in this gives you a maximum of 144 darts. That's insane. And I actually do have a 18 clip. That's what goes in that empty spot right there. But to like set it down, since the rest are just normal 6 dart clips, it would be like that, you know, like up on kickstand. So I don't have that on there. So this is a nice little lever that you can pull to get these rotating. So after you've shot through a full clip, you just crank it and then it goes to the next one. It has a trap door, the jam door, so if something is jammed up in there, it opens up nicely, and as you can see, it's clear. So you can just, if you think it's jammed, you can look down and see if it is or not. The arrows on the clip rack, let's call this, show which way the clips rotate. There's also like actual arrows, but then there's the cutout arrows. There are 2 tactical rails, one right here and one down here. When it comes to firing this, I'll show you a couple different holds, and just holding it like this. I'll get to that in just a minute. But tactical rails, there's 2 of them. You know, not really sure what kind of things you put on here. This one you could definitely put a light on. But as for this top one, not much of a use. I mean, a scope would just be blocked by the handle. Just wouldn't be that effective. The way to fire this, got your trigger here, but you have your electronic wheel spinners trigger thingy. I don't know what it's actually called, but this is semi-automatic, so when you hold down this and pull the trigger, it just starts shooting them, and since it's semi-automatic, you have to pull each time. Here's the battery compartment. It takes 4 AA batteries. I've had this for quite a while, and I actually had to change the batteries just before this video, but I don't really play with that often, so I don't really know how long the batteries last in this. As for the belt, there's 2 places right here, and there's one here. I find this really useful to put them right here, which I'll show that in a nice hold position in just a second here. So when you have the belt on here, which you'll see in just a minute, it really looks like a heavy from Team Fortress 2 or Team Fortress Classic. So let me show you a few different holds for this gun because it is really big and kind of weird shaped. I mean, it's not like a standard standard gun shape. You know, it's got this huge disc thing on it. So let me show you a few ways that I like to hold it. Okay, so the first hold for this is really simple. Hand up here on the handle, and your other hand, of course, on the trigger. This is probably the most efficient way of using it because after you've gone through a clip, your hand's right there already on it, on the handle, just to flip it around. So, that's probably how it was meant to be held. Another way is grasping here. This, I'm going to get down here a little bit, is for a little more accuracy, but then it'll take some time. You have to switch to back up here and then go back down. So it's for a little more accuracy, but there's really not much of a way to sight this gun. But you know, it's just, this feels a little bit better to me. But with it like this, it's normally going to be down at your hip height, which for a gun that shoots this fast and shoots this many, accuracy isn't as necessary. But if you are starting to run low, you can switch into this mode and really shoot them out. Just a second, I'll show you with the band on. Okay, so this final hold is the one that I personally like best. It goes back to the, you know, like the Team Fortress heavy hold, holding it like this, but with the sash on. Let's say you have another gun like the rough cut. So let's say you're using the rough cut, and then you run out. It's like, oh no. You just toss it down, and oh look, you have this at your side. This one actually has stuff in it. I don't want to have to search around over there for the bullets. So yeah, this is what I really like because it can just be at your side, and you can use a different gun for like just your main, like going at it. Let me just grab this back up. So I mean, you know, you're just out there, you're fighting, and then maybe if you just come up on a lot of people. So it's kind of like having a 1v1 weapon. Then if you get surrounded, you've got a I'm killing everything kind of weapon. So yeah, that's why I like this. And that's by hooking it right here and right here. Hooking it onto this one just seems kind of useless to me because just like dangling it is just kind of awkward for this gun. I mean, it's obvious why they put those like this because this is really just a really good way of holding the gun. Okay, I am standing back to my fence, shooting at about shoulder height. So, going to shoot a full clip. Okay. Let's do one more. Okay. The other one. Okay. Let's paste that out. See how far they went. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37. The first two went about 37 feet. 38, 39, 40, 41, 41, 45, not 45, 43, 44, 45, 46, 46 again, 47, 47, weird sounds about. So from up there, from the fence down to the basketball goal, I'm gonna say it's about 56 feet. So it didn't really go 75 feet. That would have definitely gotten it out in the road over here. But that's pretty good. Okay, so some final thoughts about the Nerf Hailfire. I don't think I showed this earlier, so there it is, the Nerf Hailfire. So I think it's really good, and it's pretty accurate if you're like really trying. Earlier when they were like kind of going all over the place, I was just like shooting. I wasn't really like thinking about it. But you know, it can be accurate. But as I've seen with other semi-automatic and definitely like the fully automatic Nerf guns, they are not as accurate as just a regular gun like the Strong Arm. The Strong Arm and the Maverick, in my opinion, are the two best guns because they are the most accurate. So whenever I review a gun, I always think back to how the Strong Arm and the Maverick work, and it's fairly accurate. Its rapid fire is very good. I love this clip system because you can just hold so many darts. It is insane. The tactical rails for me are pointless because, I mean, if you're going to like try to put a scope on here or something, it's just going to get blocked. So I would give it probably an 8 out of 10. I know I haven't been rating any of these, but a rating system is probably, you know, a good thing to do for. So I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10. Oh gosh, that's going to bug me forever now. So, on this side, you have that, and that. Those three little square things. On this side, you have that. Let's see, yeah, that. But then not one right there. It's asymmetrical, and I'm not that OCD, but that's annoying. Oh well. Okay, so I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10. It's a really good gun. Oh, a word though. For my gun, at least, if you're trying to shoot the old streamlines, you know, the orange ones, not the elite blue ones, I've noticed that they jam a little easier. I'm not sure why, but that's happened to me. That's why I only use elites in this one now. So, you know, it might not be a common problem. It might be. I'm not sure. But it's a problem I had. So, I recommend this gun. Next week, what should I do? How about next week I'm going to do a Vortex gun. Let's do the Vortex, what is this called? The Lumatron. Okay. So next week, Vortex Lumatron. Oh, gosh, totally forgot. I actually did, while shooting that test fire, it went about 60 feet the furthest shot. So even though, you know, they claim 75 feet for a elite gun, this one did not go 75 feet. It went 60 feet. That's 15 feet less than what they claim. Not a big deal, but it wasn't that windy outside, so I'm not going to say it was wind, and I was even shooting downhill. So just be wary that this doesn't shoot 75 feet unless and this is with new batteries, so yeah. So just be wary of that. It's probably because when it's just like it hits that wheel, how much contact it makes with it, and then like if it brushes up to the side of here, and you know, there's just tons of factors that it could just be slowing it down a bit. But yeah, so next week, Lumatron. I will see you guys for Foam Friday next week, and I will see you tomorrow for another day of Vita. This is the 26th, so that's 4 more days. Thank you for everyone who has been watching. Please like and subscribe. Comment down below for any questions that you have on any of my Nerf guns. Also, if there's a gun that you want to specifically see a review about and have specific questions about a gun, just go ahead and ask them down below on any of the social media sites or right here on YouTube. I appreciate all of the comments I've been getting, and thank you. Bye-bye.